All right, we are live, I believe. Let's see. I haven't done a live in a little bit, but yeah, so we are live. What's going on, guys? Let me just wait. Let's just wait for a little bit just to see who comes up. If we have any people on the stream today. If not, it is fine. I'll go on with my topic and then we will upload it on YouTube. Check out, guys. I am peeling all over the place. Like, I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but it is, yeah, it's getting bad. Um, yeah, as if you guys checked out the video, well, I actually didn't post it, but I will post it today. It was kind of like an explanation of where I was at, how like why I was gone for a week. I was actually on just to give you guys, I was out on vacation with my girlfriend in Florida, and we were down there for a week, and now we are back. I'm still not back home. I'm back in Atlanta, and I'm going to be here for about 2 weeks and then going back to home in PA. So, but yeah, it's been nice. Just yesterday was my first day getting back in a routine of things, and it feels really good. It feels really good to be back in routine, and that is something I want to talk about today. Is a morning routine. Having a routine for yourself, having a routine, and the things that you do on a daily basis, because really your your day is directly correspondent to your morning, how you start your morning. So, for example, if you wake up in the morning and you wake up late, you hit the snooze button way too many times, and you wake up late, and now, maybe you have work in 30 minutes. So now you're in a rush, right? You slept late last night watching who knows what, cops, whatever. I personally, because I never watched TV, but ever since I've been down here, they watch TV all the time and they always watch Cops. And it's a very interesting show, and I've been watching a lot more, a lot more often. But yeah, so kind of get off track there. But let's say you stay up late, the previous night, and you wake up late the next morning, and now you're in a rush. You're in a rush, and now you're reacting to everything. You're like, oh shit, I gotta do this, that. I'm not gonna make it in time. Traffic's probably gonna be the worst. I'm gonna be late. My boss is gonna kill me. He might fire me. I gotta feed the dogs. And you're just reactive to everyone and everything, and you're not performing at your best, peak level. And now when you go to work, you're gonna be all over the place. You're gonna be reacting to everything, and it's just that the way that you start your morning. And keep in mind, the way that you start your morning is also in correspondence with what you do the previous night. Because if you're sleeping late the previous night, and if you're doing things that don't set you up on a previous night, then the morning of, you're going to be all over the place too. So it's not so much the morning, but it's also the night before. But the morning is just as important. So now, yeah, you go to work, now you're reacting to everything. And the way that you start your morning is going to determine the way that you finish off your day. The results that you get, the interactions that you have, just everything will play a role based on what kind of morning that you have. And so it's important to have that morning ritual, to have a morning ritual that sets you up for success. You don't want to have a morning ritual. All right, I'm trying to find a better spot to sit. All right. So you don't want to have a morning ritual that doesn't have you performing at a high level, right? And this is why I want to kind of hop on here, kind of show you guys or share with you guys my morning ritual, what I do on a daily basis. For you guys that don't know, I am currently doing the 30-day morning ritual challenge by Stephen James. He has his brand is called Project Life Mastery, where he goes into a lot of things: business, self-improvement, just really self-development. Love this guy. He's been a great inspiration of mine. I've been watching his videos and just kind of reading his blog posts, and really just follow him in his journey. And it's crazy to see how far he's gotten. But yeah, so he came up with the idea of the 30-day morning ritual challenge. And that's basically for 30 days, we're going to have to You don't have to. It's a decision, but it's a decision to engage in a morning routine, a morning ritual every single morning for 30 days straight. Every single morning, not missing out on one day, one morning, but every single morning, getting up and having a morning ritual, having a morning routine that you do every single morning that sets you up for success, that sets you up for the entire day. Back to the example, what I was saying, when you wake up late and you're reacting to everything, you're stressing and your mind's all over the place. That's because you don't have a morning ritual in place. If you have a morning ritual in place, you wake up early, right? You're not just running all over the place. Your mind's not running all over the place. You have a set routine. You know what to do. And now when you get out of that door to go to work or whatever you do, you're much more calm and collected, and you know exactly what to do, and you're not reacting to everything. You're proactive. And that's one of the traits that Stephen Covey says is one of the, habits of the highly successful people, is that number one, they're proactive. They choose what they respond to or how they respond to certain things. They don't let things outside of them determine how they respond. The word responsible is response able. You're able to respond to a certain thing or a certain person or a certain situation in a certain way, and how you want to respond to it. You are in control of that, not the thing outside of you. So that's really a premise, and the importance of having a morning routine is that you're not reacting to everything outside of you. You're having a morning routine so that you're proactive, so that you have the same things, that you know what to do and how your morning's going to look like and how the rest of your day is going to look like, right? So let me kind of go into my morning routine, what I do on a morning routine, on a daily basis. And yeah, so first thing, when I wake up, I try to wake up at 7. I try to wake up at 7. Eventually, as this challenge goes on, maybe by week 2, I want to be able to wake up maybe 30 minutes earlier than that. So maybe instead of 7, maybe 6:30, right? And then from week 3, maybe go from 6:30 to 6, so on and so forth, until we can get to maybe 5 or 4:30. And of course, that will mean that I'll have to sleep earlier, right? So if I wake up at 5, then maybe I have to sleep by 10. I have to be asleep by 10. So that means being in bed by 9. The reason why I have a trouble with that personally is because I am much of a night owl, right? I like to work at night. I feel like that's when everything's quiet for me. That's when I'm focused. That's when I am able to do creative work. I just find that the night kind of is a lot better for me. So kind of play it out to what you're comfortable with and what you know is the best for you. So maybe in my situation, it'd be better to work later at night if that's what I'm best at, and that's where I perform the best at, is at nights. Maybe work till like 12 or 1, and then get up at 7 or 8. Depending on how you perform at certain times. But I want to get used to waking up in the morning. I want to get used to being a morning owl, or a morning owl, a morning whatever, morning owl. Yeah, we'll call it that. We'll call it a morning owl. Okay, because waking up early, I just feel a lot more productive, and I feel like I'm not so behind. Right, I get like a head start. Uh, so yeah, that's kind of why I want to get up early. So eventually, I do want to get down to maybe 5 in the morning or maybe 4:30 in the morning. But yeah, so I get up early in the morning. I try to get up early in the morning. Right now it's at 7. 7. So at 7, I'll wake up, and the first thing I do is meditate. That's the number one thing that I do when I wake up. Now, you guys, based on what you guys want to do, doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the first thing, but I like to do meditation first thing in the morning. And the reason being is because I just when I wake up, I seriously wake up to this mind chatter. I feel like I'm in a stage in my life where I notice the thoughts that go through my head. So the second I wake up, I notice all these thoughts rambling through my head. And that's why I like to just the first thing I do when I wake up is just to meditate so that I can disattach from these thoughts that are going through my head, and I'm not so prone to all these reactions. So the first thing I do is meditate, and that kind of sets the tone and the mood for the rest of the day, and I have so much more clarity in the things that I want to do going forth from that. And so I meditate for about 15 minutes, and right after, maybe a little less, depending on depending on my focus and how long I'm able to sit down at a certain time. So I'd meditate for about usually 15 minutes. Then I would do right after that, I would go right into gratitude. So gratitude, acceptance are the two things that are kind of like a meditation. You could think of meditation with gratitude and acceptance. But what you're doing is when you're doing a gratitude meditation, basically what you're doing is you're focusing on the things that you're grateful for, and you're keeping your mind and your thoughts congruent with that. So kind of like meditation, when you kind of focus on your breath, instead of focusing on your breath, you focus on things that you're grateful for, and you try to immerse yourself into that emotion, into the emotion of gratification. And so you think of all the things that you're grateful for, and eventually you're building up that mindset and that point of view. That when you tap into that point of view, then you start feeling the emotions of gratitude, and then now you're in a you're in a gratitude state or grateful state. Same thing with acceptance. You accept the things outside of you. You accept everything about yourself. You put yourself in a point of view of acceptance, and now when you tap into that point of view of acceptance, now you feel the emotions of acceptance, and now you're in the emotional state of acceptance. So that's kind of the meditation. I usually pick one or the other of gratitude or acceptance, and then I do the other one at later on at night or during throughout the day if I feel like I need to. But this is really meditations that you could do throughout the day, right? You could just take a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes out of your day and just express gratitude or express acceptance. Maybe you're having a hard day, maybe just express the hard day. Express acceptance for the things that are going around you. That way, all the things that you're jumbling up throughout the day, you just release and you accept it, and you're in such a better state when you do that. So the meditations usually last anywhere from 30 minutes to 40 minutes, let's say. Right. So right after that, right after the meditations, I read a book. I try to read one chapter a day each morning. Right now I'm reading the book. Let me grab it. Think and or not Think and Grow Rich. That's the other one. How to Win Friends and Influence People. Now this book is a gold mine. Like this is like a Bible for success, right? Or for how to deal with people. And I really believe that a big part of success is just knowing how to deal with people. And that's a big part of success, is just knowing how to deal with people. Because what is business, right? What is relationships? What is fulfillment? A lot of that comes from dealing with people. Either you helping out people or you making a transaction with somebody with business, but it has to be another person on the other side. So the book really goes in depth with how to deal with people, how to influence people, how to win friends, how to grow relationships, just things like that. So that's currently the book that I'm reading right now. So I try to read one chapter a day. That usually lasts for about 15 to 20 minutes, let's say, depending on how long the chapter is. So, after all that, we're getting close to a 1 hour mark, right? At that point, I feel focused and I feel calm, right? So we're about like 45, 50 minutes in, and then right after I read a book, I try to due to journaling exercises. Now, I have a lot of journaling exercises that I can go more in depth with in another video, maybe a live stream or whatever. If you guys have questions about that, you guys can comment on this or directly message me. But I have a lot of journaling exercises. So I won't go too in depth with that because it's a lot of variety that I do to my journaling. But yeah, so I do my meditations, whether that be breathing or gratitude, acceptance, whatever it might be, maybe a combination of all those three. And then I read a chapter out of my book, a book that I'm currently reading. And then right after reading, I go straight to journaling. And from journaling, right after I do journaling will usually last for 15 to 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes if I'm like really focused on what I want to journal about. My progress, my thoughts are going through my head, self-awareness. It's basically building self-awareness for yourself. And I think that's so important. And that's why I spend a lot of time journaling, because I love to be self-aware. I love to believe that, or I love to know and be aware of the thoughts I'm having, the beliefs that I have about myself, the interactions I'm having, the progress that I'm making. Just, making a track record of yourself throughout the day and your life and the goals and all that. Like, I think that's such a big part of personal development. So we go through all that. That takes about 30 or 40 minutes. And right after that, I'm gonna write out my to-do list. Usually I write my to-do list the night before, but if I have it, I write it out in the morning. What do I want to accomplish? What are the three things that are the most important to me? That if I just got one or two or three of those things, I would call it a successful day. I would say that I got better today. And that's so I list that out. Usually I listen to some inspirational video, whatever that might be, Matthew McConaughey or what, like maybe Eric Thomas, whoever that might be. Play them in the background, kind of get my mindset right, work on my mindset, and yeah, by then I'm ready to hit the day. Usually, actually, right now I'm in Atlanta, so I'm not in access, or I'm not able to get access to a gym, but I'm gonna try to come up with something. I can usually go jogging, or I could do whatever kind of exercise that will get my blood going. But right now, I'm not currently doing that in my morning routine. But it's something that I will implement as the day goes on. So right now, usually after all of that, the things to do and everything, after I get all these things done, I always just go out and exercise, and then that would be my morning routine. That's my morning routine, and that sets me up for success because I work on my spirituality, I work on my mindset, my mind, right? I'm more focused. I read a book, right? I gain knowledge. I gain knowledge for the day or whatever it might be. I get my mind going. And I do journaling. I reflect. I become self-aware. I become aware of what I want to accomplish, the goals, right? My vision, right? Self-awareness. Like where am I cutting short in a certain area? Right? Reflecting on myself. And then exercising, getting my blood going, getting my mood going. And so I'm active, right? Tony Robbins says, emotion is motion. So to lighten up your mood, to get your mood going, you got to go out and do something. You got to get up and be active. So that's a morning routine. That's what sets me up for success. That's what gets me going. And you guys can see the importance of that. If I do that every single morning, it will set me up for success. And I truly believe that. And you're a lot more focused. You're not reacting to everything. You're proactive. You're getting your mind right. And so that's the morning routine, guys. And I will be doing the 30-day morning ritual challenge. And I want to thank Stefan for being able to do all the things that you're doing right now. I truly appreciate the things that you're doing and the impact that you're making. That's why I love YouTube, social media. Just the internet provides this opportunity to be able to spread a message, right? Spread your message, your vision. Document your journey, my journey. That's what I'm doing. I'm documenting my journey, and to be able to share things, to make it, to be, to I think the best thing about this is being able to make an impact on other people. And that's what fascinates me the most is the potential and the opportunity to be able to change someone's life. The opportunity to be able to change someone's life. That to me means so much to me. And that's where I get my feeling of importance is to be able to make an impact on other people. And that's why I want to start this channel. And this is why I started this channel and this brand is because I want to be able to make an impact on other people through positivity, through self-development, through inspiration, through all these things that I'm passionate about, through business, right? Through business to make an income for yourself, to have that kind of freedom, to gain happiness, right? To gain true happiness, to be fulfilled in life, to find great relationships, to make relationships work. That's what this channel is all about. It's just becoming and living a life that you're happy about through a new expression. And so, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's live stream. I hope you guys realize the importance of a morning ritual, and I highly encourage you guys. I want to encourage you guys to set a morning routine for yourself. If not, you know, do this challenge, do this 30-day challenge for yourself, because it will pay off such big dividends in the end. You know, you might not see the effect and the results from the morning routines a week or 2 weeks or even months into it, but a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, if you consistently do this morning routine, you will see the payoff in the long run. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream today. I'll be posting a video probably today of where I've been, what I've been doing. And yeah, look forward to that. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Remember that change happens only with a new expression. I'll see you guys back in the next video, guys. Take care.